the edge of everything. You are reading this right now. You feel still. Your chair feels still. The room around you feels locked in place, solid, unmoving. But that is the biggest lie your senses have ever told you. Right now, at this exact moment, you are moving at 1,040 miles per hour. That is how fast the Earth spins. You do not feel it because everything around you is spinning with you, the air, the walls, the ground beneath your feet. But if the Earth stopped spinning for just 1 second, you would be thrown eastward at the speed of a fighter jet. Everything not bolted to the ground would become a missile. But Earth is not just spinning, it is also falling. You are falling around the sun at 67,000 miles per hour. That is 18 miles every single second. If you could somehow stand still in space and watch the Earth move past you, it would vanish from sight in less than 3 heartbeats. And the sun is not still either. Our entire solar system, the sun, the planets, the moons, the asteroids, all of it is orbiting the center of the Milky Way galaxy at 514,000 miles per hour. We complete one full orbit every 230 million years. The last time Earth was in this exact spot in the galaxy, dinosaurs had not yet evolved. The next time we come back here, they will have been gone longer than they ever existed. But even the galaxy is not still. The Milky Way itself is moving through space at 1.3 million miles per hour, pulled by the gravity of something we cannot even see, a massive cluster of galaxies called the Great Attractor, sitting 150 million light-years away. You have never been still. Not once. Not ever. From the moment you were born until the moment you die, you will be hurtling through space at speeds so extreme they would rip you apart if you could feel them. And there is one object that knows this better than anything humanity has ever built. On September 5th, 1977, a machine the size of a small car was strapped to a rocket and launched into the sky from Cape Canaveral, Florida. Its name was Voyager 1. Its mission was supposed to last 5 years. It was supposed to fly past Jupiter and Saturn, take some pictures, send back some data, and then drift into silence. It has now been traveling for 47 years, and it has never stopped moving. Not for a single second. It is still out there, right now, still sending signals, still flying. And here is the part that should keep you awake at night. It will never stop. Not in your lifetime. Not in your children's lifetime. Not in the lifetime of the last human being who will ever exist. Voyager 1 is gone, and it is never coming back. Let's start with something you can picture. Imagine you are standing in the middle of a football field. You are at the 50-yard line. Now imagine placing Voyager 1 at one end zone and the sun at the other. That is roughly the distance Voyager 1 traveled in its first hour after launch, about 100 yards. You could walk that distance in a minute. Now imagine that same football field, but this time, the sun is still in the end zone, and Voyager 1 has reached the parking lot outside the stadium. That is 1 day of travel. After 1 week, Voyager 1 would be in the next town over. After 1 month, it would be in another state. After 1 year, if you were trying to chase it in a car going 60 miles per hour, you would never catch up. Not if you drove for 1,000 years without stopping. Voyager 1 is currently moving at 38,000 miles per hour. That is 10.5 miles every second. If it were heading toward the moon right now, it would arrive in about 6 hours. The Apollo astronauts took 3 days. But Voyager 1 is not heading toward the moon. It is heading out, away from the Sunday, away from everything. In 2012, Voyager 1 crossed a boundary that no human-made object had ever crossed before. It left the heliosphere, the bubble of charged particles that the sun blows out into space. For the first time in history, something we built entered interstellar space, the space between the stars. Let that sink in. Interstellar space. The place where the sun's influence ends. The place where you are no longer in the solar system. Voyager 1 is out there now, coasting through a void so empty that if you filled it with air, you could breathe for less than a millisecond before suffocating. But here is the thing that breaks your brain. Voyager 1 has not even left the solar system yet. Not really. The heliosphere is just the edge of the sun's wind. But the sun's gravity reaches much, much further. There is a shell of icy objects called the Oort cloud that surrounds our solar system like a distant frozen halo. It begins about 2,000 times further from the sun than Earth is. It extends outward for nearly 2 light years. Voyager 1 will not reach the inner edge of the Oort cloud for another 300 years. It will not leave the outer edge for 30,000 years. 30,000 years. When Voyager 1 finally exits the Oort cloud, humans might not even exist anymore. Our civilization might be dust. Our cities might be buried under miles of ice or reclaimed by forests we cannot imagine. And Voyager 1 will still be out there, flying. Right now, Voyager 1 is 15 billion miles from Earth. That is 164 times the distance from the Earth to the Sunday. Light from the sun, the fastest thing in the universe, takes 8 minutes to reach Earth. It takes 22 hours to reach Voyager 1. When the mission team sends a command to Voyager 1, it takes 22 hours for the signal to arrive. Then it takes another 22 hours for Voyager's response to come back. That is a 4-hour conversation with a machine. You ask it a question on Monday morning. It answers on Tuesday afternoon. And it is still answering. Even now. Even after 47 years, in the freezing radiation-soaked void of space, Voyager 1 is still talking to us. Its power source is a chunk of plutonium-238 that generates heat as it decays. That heat is converted into electricity by devices called thermocouples. When Voyager launched, it had 470 watts of power, about enough to run a home computer. Today, it has less than 220 watts. That is less power than a refrigerator light bulb. Every year, Voyager loses a little more power. The plutonium decays. The electricity drops. One by one, NASA has been shutting down Voyager's instruments to keep the transmitter alive. The cameras were shut off in 1990. The planetary radio astronomy experiment was shut off in 2007. The plasma spectrometer died in 2007. The cosmic ray detector was turned off in 2022. Soon, there will not be enough power to run anything except the transmitter. And then, sometime around 2025 to 2030, Voyager 1 will go silent, but it will not stop moving. That is the part that makes you feel the weight of forever. Even after the signal dies, even after the last instrument shuts down, even after there is no one left on Earth to listen, Voyager 1 will keep going. It will drift through the galaxy for millions of years, untouched, unchanged, alone. In 40,000 years, Voyager 1 will pass within 1.6 light-years of a star called AC plus 793888. It will not slow down. It will not stop. It will pass by in silence. A relic from a species that might no longer exist. And then, it will keep going. There is no friction in space. No air resistance. Nothing to slow it down. Once something is moving in space, it stays moving. Forever. Voyager 1 will coast through the Milky Way for billions of years, long after the sun has burned out, long after the Earth is gone. You will die. Everyone you know will die. Humanity will end. The sun will die. And Voyager 1 will still be moving. So what happens to it next? There is a photograph on Voyager 1. Actually, it is not a photograph. It is a gold-plated copper record, 12 inches wide, etched with sounds and images from Earth. There are greetings in 55 languages. There is music, Bach, Beethoven, Chuck Berry, traditional songs from Peru and Japan and Zaire. There are sounds of thunder, of whales, of a human heartbeat. There are 116 images encoded in the grooves, pictures of DNA, of snowflakes, of a woman nursing a child, of the Great Wall of China, of a sunset over the ocean. On the cover of the record, there are instructions, diagrams showing how to play it, a map showing where Earth is, drawn using the positions of 14 pulsar stars that blink at specific frequencies that will not change for millions of years. Whoever finds this record will be able to trace those pulses back to their source and find the small blue planet where Voyager came from. But here is the truth that no one wants to say out loud. No one is ever going to find it. Space is too big. The distances are too vast. The chances of Voyager 1 coming anywhere near another star, let alone a planet with life, let alone intelligent life that happens to intercept a 1,800-pound hunk of metal drifting silently through the void, are so close to zero that zero is a better guess. Voyager 1 will spend eternity in the dark, alone, unread, unheard. And yet, we put that record on it anyway. Because Voyager 1 was never really about finding aliens. It was about us. It was about sending a message to ourselves, a reminder that we were here, that we looked up at the stars and wondered, that we built something that could outlive us. When Carl Sagan helped design that golden record, he knew no one would probably ever hear it. But he also knew that it did not matter. The act of making it mattered. The idea that somewhere, out in the infinite black, there is a piece of us still moving, still carrying our music, our voices, our faces that mattered. Voyager 1 is not just a machine. It is a time capsule, a messenger, a gravestone for a species that is still alive. And it forces you to ask the question, what are we? Really? We are creatures that live for maybe 80 years on a planet that will exist for billions. We are made of atoms that were forged in the cores of dying stars. We are the universe looking at itself. And for some reason, we are not satisfied with just existing. We need to send pieces of ourselves out into the void, knowing we will never see them again. That is what makes us human. Not our intelligence, not our technology, but the fact that we do things that will outlast us, even when there is no reward, even when no one is watching. Voyager 1 will drift for billions of years. It will pass stars that have not been born yet. It will witness the slow death of galaxies. And it will carry with it the faintest echo of Earth, a memory of a pale blue dot where, for a brief flicker of time, something lived that cared enough to say hello. You are still moving. Right now, spinning with the Earth, falling around the Sunday, racing through the galaxy. But you are also still, sitting in your chair, reading these words, feeling like you are the center of everything. And maybe that is the paradox. We are both. We are still, and we are moving. We are insignificant, and we are everything. We are dust that dreams. Voyager 1 knows this. It has been moving for 47 years, and it will move for billions more. It will never stop, and neither will we. Not until the last light goes out. No. One spacecraft has left our solar system and entered the unknown.